Hello, welcome to the home of the Ghost Owl, and here we are back for episode 3 of our Warriors of Chaos Festus campaign. 50 turns, no auto-resolve, normal difficulty on battle, normal campaign difficulty. And so far we're on turn 15 on episode 3. And what we're finding is playing Festus is incredibly different to playing the other Warriors of Chaos Lords so far. So we've done Arche on Kolek, Sigvald and Azazel, but we're finding Festus very, very different. There are no vassals to be had right now. You have the plague mechanics. There is very little recruitment to be had. Using the warband system, we have to hold territory a bit more, and there are only 2 dark fortresses in the nearby vicinity. It's also a terrible starting location in terms of enemies. We're surrounded on all sides. We've defeated Hochland, and Middenheim, but we're currently at war with Reichland, with Talabakand and Ostland. So all of those have declared war upon us. So we're finding ourselves in a rough position. Our economy isn't the best, and we're getting to a stage where we may well need a second army, something that I was able to do 50 turns with the other lords without even needing a second army. So Festus, very different, and so far I think the toughest campaign. We'll see when we do the final 3. So where are we then? There's our garrison lord. What have we got? Have we got anything up here that we can upgrade? We can upgrade our plague bearers to exalted. That's not a bad thing. We can also upgrade our trolls to armored. That is an amazing thing. And we've nearly got these 2 marauders into Chaos Warriors, and these are coming up slowly, but we do have a full stack and a giant. Not much to recruit, as we can see, and this is quite common theme. In terms of gifts, we actually do have plague bearers and some nurglings there, which is not bad. Should we need something in a pinch, we have a giant here and some Forsaken should we need them. So we're having to use our gifts a lot more, and potentially our regiments of renown, particularly if we're going for that second army. Now, my first task here is I do want to finish off Ostland, which is Castle Van Rauken at Norden. That would finish off that faction, but I'm going to have to be aware that Talabakand did just declare war. We are at war with Reichland, but I'm not seeing any major movement right now, and Midland is back on the board, so we're going to have to be aware of that as well. But first off, let's go and deal with Castle von Rauken. And I think we have to be careful that we don't want to be dictated by the game how we want to play. We're going to have to follow through with what we want and not have to be too reactive. So let's get rid of a faction so that we don't have to worry about it. So this should be fairly straightforward. Should be an easy battle. Should be an easy battle, so we say. Okay, so we know that there's reinforcements coming. Let's channel some magic. Now, let's just move everybody back a second. Right, so I want the Leechlord, and I want the Exalted Hero, and I want the Giant, just going after that general. Now, looking at where the reinforcements are coming on the board, we want like a Chaos Warrior block. We want some Marauders on one flank, Marauders on the other flank. Some trolls in behind. We'll put some warhounds over there, and we'll have some nurglings up front, and a sorcerer in the middle, maybe just slightly off to the middle, like so. And that's what we want to do. My main aim is the whole army are going to rush past the general, set up for the reinforcements, while these 3 deal with the enemy general. So let's do that. And then everybody else is going to move up to here. Let's not move them quite as far, so let's put them to about here. There you go, you can see our exalted hero going after the general there. Festus, let's give him the healing ability. Okay, so we've got our Chaos Warhounds now. They're at the top there, getting ready to spot out.
My magic is ready.
What have we got here? That giant should be engaged here. Trolls are now in place.
Putrefaction on them.
We're just going to hold from where we are. Right, that general looks like he's kind of running. As you can see, one of the issues we've got is how slow the army is. Right, so it looks like we might have baited a spearman unit with our warhounds. Maybe, maybe not.
The Leechlord provides.
You go over there. You go there.
Make cadavers. Put this for the apothecary. Plague and pestilence.
Let's bring you back round. That general's running. Trolls can get engaged as well. And let's get a burning head across there. Enemy general there is down. What have we got here? Blight Boil as well. Let's put that in. And there we go. Enemy army is already falling apart. That Blight Boil was pretty solid. Let's get one unit of trolls there, one unit of trolls here. It's a settlement, so we're just mopping up at this time.
One-eyed rotters.
Okay, let's just speed this up. And we're done. And we'll just mop up because we can. Maybe get one or two extras. And that looks like the bulk of them, and that will do. There we go, decisive victory, and that is another Arslan settlement down. We lost 11 and we killed 389, including 2 generals. So that was a result. War Dogs again getting an extremely good result, but that's mainly because they're chasing down those fleeing units, which is exactly what they're good at. Festus doing incredibly well though with 63 kills, and it looks like we're starting to get him in a position where his supporting magic is pretty decent. He's definitely not a combat character. I mean, he can fight in combat, of course, but he is not an Archaon or a Kolek. He's very much a supporting character. And his Nurgle magic is not actually that bad. Right, so there we go, and we are going to occupy this one. And the reason is I don't really want to occupy these settlements, but if you don't occupy them, then the enemy just take them back, and you just have to start all over again. So that's the main thing here, is I actually just want to greatly replenish his hit points. Yeah, let's take that. I actually just want to stop the enemy just continuing to retake settlements, which can be a real pain. Right, armor for our exalted hero, that's great. We've got a building upgrade, which is this one. The garrison's just not that great. What do we want here? Let's have it with this one. Wolfenburg there with the cultist Camp Gold. Right, so next target will be Norden, and that will be the last of Ostland. And we will end the turn there. .205 factions left. Okay, there we go. We got Constructor, we got Plague, we got Savage Blow, plus 20 charge bonus for all factions. Right, on this one now, what can we get? So that's going to give me income plus 20% for all adjacent allied or vassal regions. So I definitely think we want that, and that will also boost our control. Anything I can do right now to boost favor is going to be key. And we're just not ready to get that yet with this one. So 4,000, and that will get us boosted favor there as well. Favor is going to be key because we may well need that second army. Right, so let's move Festus over here and go after Norden. Building upgrade. No, not yet. And we're going to end the turn, I think. Currently no sign of any armies coming in from Talabakland, which is good. So let's end the turn there. A nice quick turn. Festus now spreading plague as he goes. The tree hammers have been destroyed. Okay, does that mean that the vampires are getting strong? Right then, so Festus right now, we like this one. Missile strength and base weapon damage. Okay, that's what we should have. Let's go and take Norden. And again, this should be a fairly straightforward battle. He does have some archers and some crossbows, so we'll just have to deal with those. But what we've seen so far is our magic can be pretty good at dealing with them. We're also, I noticed, ready to get another 2 units there. Upgraded 2 Chaos Warriors, which will be excellent. Okay, so we're similar as before, but I want the trolls up here this time as well. So all of you guys are going to be over here along with the trolls. Everything else should be fine. Let's channel the magic. Do we get lucky? No, second time in a row we don't get lucky. Let's start the battle. And these guys are going to go straight up here. And we're going to put the trolls into each of the archer units. And then everybody here behind, not including these or these, which is good, is going to move up to something like that.
Feeding the dark gods.
So interestingly, they did get their archers back well in time. The reinforcements came in straight away, so what we're going to do is we're just going to go straight into the centre line, like so. Actually, don't want to go into the central line. No, do you know what? I might see if we can... Actually, what's that? That's swordsman unit. Yeah, let's smash through the centre and avoid the anti-large. And we'll get ready with Festus and with our sorcerer to cast some fire magic. Okay, Exalted Sorcerer is nearly... Sorry, Exalted Hero is nearly engaged. There you go, he's engaged. In come the Trolls. And we're seeing a blob happening. Okay, more blobs. More blobs.
I am channeling.
Okay, let's have that go across there, like so. And Festus, we're going to have Blight Boil. Let's put that here. That Blight Boil is vicious. Absolutely vicious. Holy moly. Let's turn on these archer units. Get rid of the archers, that will be good. Nurglings, let's go into those as well. And they're broken. Holy moly. And these units getting absolutely trashed without the rest of our army getting involved. But they are coming back in now. Okay, well, we still do have the ability for a burning head, and about like that I think would be perfect. And that's victory. That's victory. Man, that explosive Nurgle spell is very powerful. If you can get the enemy to blob like that, I mean, look at it. We blew all those guys up in one go. That was fantastic. We don't need to do this now. And we're done. And the main reason it is because we the trolls were the ones who were going to get the kills there, and they just didn't need it. Festus there with 113 kills. That was pretty much all the magic. We had one loss in the entire thing. So again, very happy with that as a result. No complaints there. Osland are defeated. And we've gained ourselves the war banner for some extra leadership. And we are going to occupy. Casualties captured post-battle plus 12%, leadership plus 8, and leadership plus 5, charge bonus plus 5. I guess the one thing that we could do is subjugate the factions and create vassals that way, but at the moment I haven't really felt that that's the way we want to go, but that's something that we could absolutely do. So just to keep that in mind is that there is an option to create vassals by subjugating the faction. So I could have subjugated Ostland there. The problem is you've pretty much ruined the entire faction by the time you come to take it like that, which is less than ideal. Yeah, let's go with that one. That'll boost the control. Then we can go for the increase in favour there. We do have a commandment available for corruption, and we definitely want to push our corruption up. And we can see that Talabecland is now massing an army to go after Hergig. So we're now going to have to run Festus down as quickly as we can to take out Talabeheim and start pushing them back. So let's end the turn there. We've got a caravan coming past that's now suffering Nurgle corruption. You can see the corruption impacting the land. It's not quite as visible as something like Slanesh or Khorne. But here we go. So Talabecland have attacked Hergig. This is the second time this city has been attacked, so let's fight the battle. Clearly, this city is one that's going to keep getting hammered, and this is the problem. This is a major city, but we're not able to do much with it. Okay, so how are we going to do this? So they significantly outnumber us, but they have a lot of ranged. So I think we're going to do that. I think we're going to move these up to here, and we're going to send these guys straight after those archers. And we're going to do as much damage to the archer units as possible. Or crossbowmen, whatever they've got. Yep, there we go.
Yes, Lord! For the Chaos Gods! Deliver slaughter! Kill them! Fight! Kill them! Chaos will reign!
Okay, only so much we can do here. There you go, Warhounds unfortunately are retreating. Empire Knights are managing to keep getting charges on us, but we should be able to at least do something to them with the Chaos Warriors. There you go, our cavalry. And it's the archer units that are the problem. Let's see if we can get into them now. Empire Knights are cycling charges incredibly well, though it does look like the Marauders are... Right, let's impact those knights. See if we can actually get engaged on the archer units. What I've done there is I've actually reduced their charge speed as well. There you go, we're starting to really impact. There you go, that unit's gone into the next one. I want to make sure that even if we lose, we're going to absolutely make them pay for it with their archers. There we go. Archers not going down as quickly as I'd like, I have to say. I think this is also part of the problem is my garrison is undivided. Why? You know, why is the garrison undivided? Why is it not Nurgle with Nurgle bonuses and Nurgle marks? Don't know. Don't know. Doesn't make sense to me. Unit of Chaos Warriors is down. We're just going to keep on at the archer units and make them take as many casualties as possible. Let's engage that unit over there. There you go. We're starting to go now. You can see the impact that the missiles have. That even with the Warriors of Chaos, you know, that missile resistance is key. But you know, we lost 406. Vastly outnumbered, and we did 376 kills, so that we made them pay. Crossbowmen, you know, a couple of their crossbowmen units there definitely took a bit of a pounding, which was good. So I definitely think we did as much as we could, but there's very little you can do when you're completely outranged like that. They have enough of a front line to keep me back and hammer me with their missile troops. Fortunately, we have Festus on his way. So, the Infected Eye opened. So, we've got unit experience gain plus 25%. That's nice. Bonus experience for him. We got 4 units of Plague Bearers or a gift of choice. Do you know what? I'm going to take the unit experience. A 25% gain for 5 turns. So, we have lost her gig, but we have got the Warband upgrade Forsaken. And we're now going to march Festus as quickly as possible to Wolfenburg. And then research available, Infernal March. Let's get our campaign movement range up. That is a critical one. Casualty replenishment and campaign movement range should always be very high up the priority list for getting it. Okay, so, well, we're still continuing to gain favour. Well, we can upgrade. I'm trying to stay off building that second army until we've really done something decent with those dark fortresses, as in I want maximum favour, plus I want a garrison building built so that we are able to repel any armies. So, let's see what Talabheim do this time. Okay, settlement plague in Norden. Right. I don't want to march now because I'm not in range to do anything useful, and I don't want to get caught in march stance. So we're going to come through here with Festus, which is good. Brass Keep. So that could increase our casualty replenishment. That would increase our favour. So we're going to go for favour. It also increases income and post-battle loot 2% faction-wide and sacking settlements 2% faction-wide. So that's great. Okay, well, for the minute, actually, is there a better one of these? Enables replenishment in foreign territory. Not bad. That would give me Beasts of Nurgle and Nurglings. This is the one I really want. This would be the unit experience gain and missile resistance. So Desiccated Hide, I think, would be fantastic. That's what I want. This is what I want. So we're just going to have to wait for that one. Okay, let's end the turn there. Coming up to turn 20 now. And as you can see, it's kicking off in the Empire, but we are holding our own right now.
I cannot wait to get my scalp.
Yes. Boris Todbringer is back and has declared war on us. Nordland is also declared war on us. So we've now got 4 wars. And this is the problem being in the Empire. Everyone declares war on you. Like me to raise settlements, Salzenmund. We got Talabheim got a reasonable amount of a reasonable amount of settlements as well. Right, let's have Ruinous Wrath. Right, let's take Hergig back. Then I want to go after Talabheim, which takes their capital down. And then I might run over and just take out Weissmund, because I think that's the only settlement that they've got, and that would remove the Boris Todbringer faction. Maybe I'll vassalize it. That might be an option. Okay, we've got the war banner, so let's increase the leadership of these guys. And in fact, we're just going to continue siege a second, because I do want to upgrade some units. So let's upgrade one with great weapons and one with shields. And there we go. And these guys are nearly ready as well. And then we'll have all Chaos Warrior. So the one good thing about being in the Empire is you get to fight a lot. And if you're fighting a lot, you're upgrading your warband a lot. So it's definitely easier to upgrade the warband. It's harder to recruit, I would say. But that being said, this should be fairly straightforward. And of course, we have Shatterstone, which makes sieges incredibly easy. All these units very well attritted as well, so we just need to break through the gates and they'll be overrun incredibly quickly. So he says. In theory, they'll be overrun incredibly quickly. Okay, so you've put us there. What a weird place to get me to start. So we're going to do our usual thing of coming over here, and I want Festus and an Exalted Hero. We want the 2 units of Trolls and the Giant, like so. Then we want, let's have you guys like this, you guys, in fact I want you in the lead. And then let's have you guys coming in behind, you guys in behind that. But I want the Nurglings out here to take the initial shots from the tower, like so. And then I want the wizard over here, or the sorcerer, Chaos Sorcerer I should say. Let's channel some magic. Let's get these guys ready. Okay, so, well, we got 19. Start deployment, start the battle. Off we go. 2 and 1 and Shatterstone 1. And there's 1 tower. Now we just have to wait for it to come back and we'll get the next tower. And that gate already taking a bit of a pounding. Festus, let's give him the healing. I wonder why not? That was less than ideal, that one. Okay. That's alright, we should be able to get it again. It's a cost of 13. Okay, the gate is breached. In we go. In you go. In you go. In you go. And in you go, like so. You can come up here.
This is the doctor's grave, no.
I'm just going to wait for them to come in a bit more. I really want those swordsmen to come in and engage. Come on, and that should work. This should be better. And that was pretty devastating, I have to say.
Dr. Festus.
And the enemy are absolutely getting trounced. Interestingly, oh no, the crossbowmen are now coming down. Right, let's come up this way and just get rolling. And what we're going to try and do is try and get those crossbowmen off the top. There we go. That's one unit down. There we go. I'm not sure I want to do that, to be honest. Let's go after these guys. Okay, those guys are broken. Capture this area. These guys are broken. Attack them. So we're going to capture this, get rid of those towers. That's if the enemy don't break in that time, which I think they're about to. And there we go, and it's done. Very nice, very nice. End the battle there. We lost one. That is a solid result. And even with our sorcerer leading, he didn't take hardly any damage. So there you go. Yeah, trolls. Armored trolls. I just can't sing their praises enough. Certainly in this early game. Certainly in the early game. Armored trolls. Easy to get. Easy to upgrade. I wonder how they'll do in the later game when there's a lot more armor piercing about. Okay, fine. Right, now we're going to capture that city. We've gained the luck stone for physical resistance. We've secured that. And we've given plague. And we get control. Because we've got headsman. So next target is going to be taking Talabaheim. That's a level 2 settlement, but they actually have an army there. They've got plenty of range, and that's what we're going to have to be careful of. So that's fine. Okay, ready to go. And let's... what's that? Oh, that's this one. Send it to hell. And we'll end the turn there. So yes, solid result so far. $184 factions left.
Speak carefully.
Oh, the scaling. What would you like? You'd like a non-aggression patch. You know what? That sounds like a jolly good idea. Excellent. Settlement receives plague. That's not a bad thing because we're Festus. Normally I like plague. Right. Let's have heroic killing blow. Is he always going to be on a chariot? Okay. You have to keep an eye on that. I'm not the biggest fan of chariots. So we have to watch that one. But okay, right, here we go. Festus into Talabheim. Pyrrhic victory with high casualties. Now that is a lot of crossbowmen. But I think that with Shatterstone and with the army that we've got, we can break through. So let's do it. Normally I'd be considering to siege it out a little bit first. The issue I have is we're at war with too many people. And if I siege it out, I risk being ganged up on. And having to fight multiple armies, potentially losing, and then if I lose the Festus army, we're done for because we have no other backup armies. So we need to take this quickly, defeat it quickly, and that will remove the Talabheim initial threat, allowing me to finish off Midland and potentially vassalize them, I think, which is what I might do this time round. Alright, so a bit of a pain. We've got multiple towers. I think this is probably going to be my best bet over here. So let's have the giant, the trolls, Festus, and the exalted here. Like so. And then let's have plague bearers. Chaos Warriors, Marauders, Nurglings to take the missile fire, and then Warhounds at the back. Let's channel some magic. Let's get these guys ready. Oh, we need the sorcerer over here as well. That was bad from a magic perspective. Less than ideal, especially on this battle. Right. Okay, let's start the battle. You're going after here. Let's get the first tower down. Okay, first tower is now coming down. Now what I'm actually hoping for is that the enemy will try and blob on us once we break through the gate. Okay, 20 seconds and we can get the other tower down. Crossbowmen now starting to engage, less than ideal. Festus, let's change him to healing. We want durability is what we're looking for here. Let's get this tower down. Excellent.
Weapons out, lads! Time for fighting!
That's solid now that we've got that down.
What do these foes know of Outlanders? To the death!
Right, let's bring these guys up now. Okay, the gate is open. Let's get in here, please.
We are doomed!
Let's see if we can get them to come in a blob. Okay, here we go. We're now starting to get them in. Come on. Giant in as well, please. You in as well, please. How's the blob looking? Not big enough yet. We don't have a huge amount of magic to just go willy-nilly with it. So I want it to be as good as possible. Alright, let's bring you guys in. Let's bring you guys in. Okay, now that's looking decent, right? They are focusing Festus. We are going to heal him. Okay. This is going to be a bit of a slugfest, and we knew that, but that's fine. But Festus is now back up to full. Right, he doesn't have any either. Right, let's get rid of these. So far, so good. See, we're keeping Festus's healing up, so it's a blob, but it's a necessary one. There's our Chaos Giant. Festus pouring his plague on everyone. The good thing here is everyone's getting poisoned, right? So that just massively weakens them. We just need to break through this initial wall of troops. Once we've got through these like halberdiers and stuff, we'll be much better at going after those archers, which right now we're not really dealing with. Okay, so they're going. So we've just got one more unit of halberdiers now to really deal with. Keeping an eye on Festus there. He's continuing to heal, but he's also taking quite a lot of missile fire. The enemy's smart. They are focusing him. But we have nearly broken through now. Once we break through this, we'll be in a good position. There you go. So that's the halberdiers down. Let's finish off that swordsman unit. In fact, we're going to go straight after the crossbowmen now, and we can let the units behind deal with the swordsman. We know the archer units, so crossbowmen units won't last very long at all. Okay. Oh, Empire Knights coming in for some. What have we got over here? That's not a bad explosion there. We need one more. Ah, there we go. We'll hold. What we're going to do is we're going to impact those knights. We're actually going to run our Chaos Sorcerer back out. Slugfest. That's what we've got. Now, what I'm going to do with these guys... Let's put some pressure on these crossbowmen here. Okay, so now let's take these guys, not that, that, and not you, into these. Keep going after these. Okay. What I'm going to do to make this easier is we're going to have a group. Into here we go. Into here. In fact, don't even bother with those. Into here. Just going to keep an eye on Festus. Alright, so these guys. Like so. Good. Right, okay, Festus, now time to heal.
We have taken this position.
Keep your heads down, men! They're casting spells!
Eminent.
So keeping that healing on Festus right now. We've nearly got this area. That'll get rid of some towers. Alright, let's get on to those guys. You guys continue to pressure here. So what we just need to do is now just keep tying up and getting into those crossbowman units. Festus, they have focused him pretty damn hard. They're continuing to focus him. We are going to cast on him again. Invalid targets. Targets ally. Why can't I target Festus? Why? Why? Why, game? Can I not cast on myself? Alright. Won't let me cast on him, that's not good. So it won't let me actually cast the spell on myself, which is kind of rubbish. I don't know why the game's doing that, I have to say. I honestly don't know why that's happening. I'm going to have to pull Festus out. That's really frustrating. Why it won't let me cast on him. Well, we knew it was going to be a tough battle, and that is fine. That is absolutely fine. Right, you guys over here. The downside is I've now lost Festus's healing, of course. No, you come back here, please. Until I can get that spell to work on him, we're kind of stuck. Oh, that's rubbish.
With fury and hatred.
Rubbish.
Dr. Festus.
Oh well, the cavalry surprised Festus in the retreat there. And we've broken through here. Let's try and take this control point. And then we can at least get rid of the towers here. Alright, they're shattered and running. Good. So you guys can now come back where I wanted you, which is engaging here. Yeah, I'd really like to know why I can't get that spell onto Festus. I'd really like to know why. I honestly can't see any reason. Just says invalid target, valid target's ally. Well, you'd think that myself, given I've cast it on him before, would be valid, but no. Come on, we've nearly taken this point. I want to get the towers down, then we will go after these archers over here. And that's done. And let's go after these guys. Good, the marauders are over here. They're engaging along with the Nurglings. The blob is starting to be less effective because we don't have Festus in there. Right, these crossbowmen are nearly done. They're broken. Right, over this way, please. And we're going to try and capture this point next. See if Festus can keep healing himself. Maybe we've reached that healing cap thing. He's taking that back. I don't want that to happen. Good, they're broken. Right, break the barricade. Break the barricade in. And these guys are going to get chewed up if they stay there. We're going to have to engage these guys. We get a burn. Let's get a burning head. He's fast and he's got full health, so... Good, that's broken. Another crossbowman unit that's down. Let's take that point. Not a bad burning head, that. Not a bad burning head.
Brothers in decay!
There we go. We've got it. We've broken them. It was a slog, but look at the casualties. It's not too bad. We kept Festus alive. We pulled him out at the right moment. We just couldn't keep healing him as much as we wanted, but my god, did the enemy focus him. In a way, it did us more of a favour. Festus healing makes him quite tough. He's not a combat character, but as a support character, very difficult to shoot to kill him. So, despite the focus him down, we were able to heal enough and then pull him out at the right time. Man, if they'd been shooting my other units, it could have been a lot worse. If they'd have focused my giant, for example, or some of the other units, it could have been an awful lot worse. So yeah, that was a result. And I think it goes to show that Festus can be quite resilient to the shooting. And having the plague with missile resistance for Festus, absolutely critical. So we've got 370 kills from our Exalted Hero. Festus not doing so well. We weren't able to capitalise on his magic like I would have hoped. The Trolls doing well, as did the Warhounds and the Giant, of course. And we've got another unit of Marauders, which can be upgraded to Chaos Warriors. So there we go, and that was a decent amount of experience. Of course, they're all dead now. That is a result. We are going to... What are we going to do? Let's sack it. And let's occupy it. Like so. Festus, look at that. We're going to get a huge amount. Right, Doctor's Orders. Battle Healing Cap plus 25%. Winds of Magic -2 for Fleshy Abundance. Casualty Replenishment. So we're going to... And that one is Hit Points, Mass, and Slime Trail. Chance of Plague Spreading. Immune to Contact Effects. No, I'm thinking Doctor's Orders and Bedside Manner. And that's melee defense, that's hit points, that's melee defense. So we'll just keep going on the melee defense. And this one, let's keep going like so. Okay, result. Right, Middenheim we can push up now to the next level. That I think is definitely worth doing. Definitely worth doing. So next target. Now we've pushed Talabheim, you know, we've taken their main army for now. They're going to have to replenish a little bit. I want to go over and deal with Middenland. I'm pretty sure Middenland only have one settlement, and they do. So we can get rid of Middenland straight away, which will be result. Talabheim, okay, and the trade resource there. Armor plus 10 from Marauder Infantry. Not a bad thing. Not a bad thing. Right, let's end the turn there. So far, look, it's not the easiest of the Warriors of Chaos campaigns, but we are holding our own. We're coming on to, I think, turn 21, 22. If I remember correctly, so we've got 178 factions left, 177. Yeah, so turn 22. Oh, Middenland is destroyed. Middenland is destroyed. We now have our bonus to campaign movement range. So the Orcs took them out. That's fantastic. So we can continue then focusing on Talabheim. So we're going to continue focusing on Talabheim. I'm probably going to make them a vassal. But that's the end of this episode. But so far, turn 22 on the end of the third episode. We're not even halfway through, guys. And that's because it's just battle, battle, battle in the Empire. It's tough. It's different. I keep saying it. it's very different so far to the Warriors of Chaos as we've done so far. But it's not fun, and we're seeing how tough Nurgle infantry is. So if you are playing someone like Archaon, you've got the option for different marks in your units. Nurgle infantry, tough as nails, and those poison attacks as well, obviously reducing the effectiveness of the enemy. So an interesting place, guys. This is the end of episode 3. Man, you got to tune back in for episode 4, 5, and 6, most likely, to see how these 50 turns go. What an exciting campaign, given the difference of it. So tune back in for episode 3 and see how we get on with Talabheim. Maybe we'll be getting into dealing with Karl Franz. You never know. Well, thank you all for watching, and if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Didn't like it, give it a thumbs down. Let me know why in the comments below, and maybe we can improve for the future. And if you like this content, you want to see more of this and other types of content on the channel, please subscribe. Honestly, it's free for you to do, and it helps me out a massive amount. So, thank you for that in advance. Tune back in, episode 4 coming. You've been watching The Ghost Owl, and I'll see you on the battlefield.